Good evening and welcome to all who are here today. I am Armand Arevalo, 93F, 8 final jubilarians, and I will be performing the role of the Grand Chancellor in tonight's necrological service for Brother Dennis Sarabia. Also with me are the following alumni brothers from Alpha Phi Omega at the chapter: Brother Scribe Wawi Salbibia, 93 D1 Headbangers; Brother Prefect Sani Dagoy, 1991A Nostrum; Auxiliary Chancellor Joel Hernandez, 1991 E3 Exodus Siete Reales; and Prime Chancellor Wesley Cabalya, 1990 D1 Desert Storm. Brothers and sisters, in deference to the solemnity of our rituals, we shall mute everyone except the actual participants. After the eulogies, you are welcome to stay, hang out, and greet each other. Why do we conduct necrological rites? When words are inadequate, have a ritual from an unknown author. Rituals are symbolic activities that help us, together with our families and friends, express our deepest thoughts and feelings in life's most important events. Baptism celebrates the birth of a child and that child's acceptance into the church family. Birthday parties honor the passing of another year in the life of someone we love. Weddings publicly affirm the private love shared by two people. The funeral ritual, too, is a symbolic means of expressing our beliefs, thoughts, and feelings about the death of someone loved. Rich in history and rife with symbolism, the funeral ceremony helps us acknowledge the reality of the death, gives testimony to the life of the deceased, encourages the expression of grief in a way consistent with APO's values. We'll now go to the rituals proper. Beloved brothers and sisters in Alpha Phi Omega, and dear friends and fellow mourners, we have gathered here on this sad occasion in the manner and character of Alpha Phi Omegans to manifest our grief and sorrow at the death of our kind, Brother Dennis T. Sarabia. It is now our responsibility as his brothers and sisters to offer up our sincerest respect and fondest affection for the very last time to him who was one of us. Before we proceed in this, our most somber undertaking, I call on the brother scribe to invoke the guidance of the Supreme Being.
Almighty, all-powerful, and all-merciful God, the Supreme Grand Chancellor of all true Alpha Phi Omegans, we most humbly and reverently implore your guidance at this hour of our bereavement. Grant that our departed brother, Dennis T. Sarabia, may be worthy of your compassion, and that as he crosses the threshold of the great beyond, the gates of heaven will open and permit him to enter to join our brothers and sisters who have gone before us. Until then, O Lord, strengthen us and give us the courage to bear the unbearable. Amen.
Brother Scribe, let us be acquainted once more with our departed friend and brother Dennis. Please lead from the sacred roll of honor.
To Mr. Danilo Sarabia and Mrs. Carmen Tilos Sarabia, Brad Dennis T. Sarabia was born on February 15, 1973 in Quezon City, Metro Manila. He is blood brother to our beloved former Grand Chancellor, Brad Alan Sarabia, and father to the current Grand Lady Chancellor, Sis Danica Sarabia. Brother Dennis joined the fraternity with the Brothers Genesis Knights, Batch 91B of the ETA Chapter, University of the Philippines, Diliman. He was Prime Chancellor for 2 consecutive years, in 1993 and 1994, during the terms of Grand Chancellors Christopher Baterina and Wesley Cabalia. Brad Dennis's idea of mischief and fun endeared us to him. He earned the moniker Direct or Rekdi because of his directing prowess, which he selflessly shared with us during each and every initiation rite of then incoming pledges, where he would make them act their part in scenes he would creatively concoct for the enjoyment of everyone. He was the fraternity's big man and was known as protector to many. In the truest sense, his brother's keeper. A tough guy, yet a gentle spirit who never starts a fight, but never backs down from one either. Some of us were with him during the fiercest fights of his life, and we were witnesses to Brother Dennis's battles, which he faced with utmost dignity, humility, and respect. As an overcomer, Rekdi taught us the importance of relationships to our God, to our families, to our nation, and to our friends. Not allowing some renal failure to paralyze him, he dedicated the remaining days of his life to do justly, love mercy, and walk humbly with his God. He never shied away from calling out the injustices he saw around him, while many hesitated because of fear of those who are in power. He bravely raised his fist in dissent, while others looked the other way. His health could have prevented him from doing so, but it never was in Rekdi's dictionary to dilly-dally in organizing projects, doing everything he can for the benefit of the needy in the midst of the current pandemic. Above all, he was never afraid nor ashamed to speak up and stand up for his faith. It was his desire to bring the brotherhood that we know to another level, one that he believes will bring us closer together as brothers in its truest sense, one that would hold true even in the realms of the spiritual. It was his joy to have initiated a small group meeting of faith amongst like-minded brothers and sisters in the fraternity. Hindi pala sapat ang good works lang, Brads. Kailangan palang tanggapin nating tagapagligtas at isuko ang buong buhay natin kay Lord Jesus Christ. He once said in one of those meetings. He was never shy in inviting and telling the Brads about his newfound faith. Our Brad Direct saw life from both sides, from the vantage point of the bad and then the good. And what he knew, he did not keep from us. He has shown his love for everyone around him by allowing them to share with all that he had learned. Brad, Dennis, we are proud to have been known as your brothers, to have you call us Brads. Until your last breath, you've offered your life in the service to God, to your family, to your country, and to the fraternity. Thank you for being a leader, a friend, and for all your service. You will always have a place in our hearts. We love you. Hindi namin kailanman malilimutan ang iyong halimbawa. Salamat, Brad. Salamat, Rekdi.
The memory of our dear departed brother Dennis has been refreshed in our minds. Let us now proceed with the solemn duty we owe to our dearly departed.
When Brother Dennis was thus alive and amongst us, spirit of service burnt warmly in his heart, and he committed himself to a lifelong dedication of looking out for the welfare and well-being of others, putting his own personal interest aside. In his way, Brother Dennis contributed his share in serving humanity. In memory of Brother Dennis and his unselfish sympathy to his fellow men, we offer the candle of service, a sacred principle in Alpha Phi Omega and a sacred part of his life.
The best way to have friends is to be one. So our ritual tells us. Brother Dennis had extended the handclasp of friendship to everyone. As we accepted him into the circle of our fraternal fellowship, so did he also accept us as his brothers and sisters. As we shared the good times, so we also shared the bad. We became a part of him, and he became a part of us when he touched our lives in a very special way. And as his admission among us added strength to our great fraternal chain, so did his death weaken and subtracted one link in our sacred union. In memory of the brotherhood we shared, we offer the candle of friendship.
Brother Dennis joined the fraternity of leaders, though he was a leader in his own right. In Alpha Phi Omega, his inherent and natural skills to take the initiative and practice resourcefulness was honed and sharpened to its fullest potential. Unafraid to take the first step and to take and assume full responsibility for one's actions. These are the lessons taught to us as a great principle in Alpha Phi Omega's leadership. On Brother Dennis's passing to the eternal void, a pillar has been struck down in the house of Alpha Phi Omega. And one of the links that tightly bind our fraternal chain is severed. And now our brotherhood is at a loss. In memory of him who had been a leader amongst us, we offer the candle of leadership. Brother Prefect will now perform your duty.
The angel of death has once again visited the house of Alpha Phi Omega. His irresistible clutch has snatched from our midst a brother, dearly beloved and greatly respected. Nakakalungkot. No words can possibly describe our grief, and no assurance can contain us in this great loss. Tragedy has descended upon us, and not even the loving arms of friends and brothers can prevent the harbinger of horror to take away the life of a fellow Alpha Phi Omegan. The circle is broken. The triangle is dented. The dark, ominous clouds have shrouded our blue horizon. And our golden sun has disappeared for the time being. Even its bright rays cannot penetrate the gloom of this sad occasion. Alas, for the moment, the lights of Alpha Phi Omega are extinguished. And our beloved fraternity plunges to darkness.
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 There is nothing more that can be done but to accept the will that is more powerful than ours. As mere creation of a supreme creator, it is our fate to submit to the will and pleasure of the Almighty Being, whom we owe our existence. Such is our fate. The Lord give it, and the Lord take it away. I draw the sword in salute. I return the sword to order.
This fraternity pin is the symbol of our fraternal ties and the bond that unites us in friendship and brotherhood. This emblem of our strength and union now becomes, on this sad occasion, the emblem that symbolizes the last act we offer to his memory, that he was once one of us. We now offer this pin, dear brother Dennis, in testimony of our enduring love and respect for you. The duties we owe to our dearly departed have been observed. The last wishes of brother Dennis has been faithfully fulfilled. And although we part in sorrow, the loss of one of our own kind, we take comfort and consolation in the belief that in due time, we ourselves shall cross the great beyond and join them in the eternal fellowship in the grand celestial chapter above.
The light of service is extinguished, and we mourn the death of our friend.
The light of friendship is extinguished, and we grieve for the passing of our fellow brother, Dennis.
So is the light of leadership also extinguished, and we greatly deplore the loss of one of our leaders. Goodbye, dear friend. Goodbye, dear brother Dennis.
Now let us all join in prayer. May the Almighty and merciful God, the Supreme Grand Chancellor of all true Alpha Phi Omegans, cloak you in his love and protection and keep you in his heavenly care. Until we meet again, Brother Dennis.
Brothers and sisters, our beloved Apotost song.
to Alpha Phi Omega, all fraternity. Brothers clasp the hands of brothers, strong the circle be. Ever mindful, ever serving all humanity. Now we raise our grateful voices in our song to thee. True to Alpha Phi Omega, may we always be. May we always be.
May dalawang bagay kang ginawa sa akin direct na hindi
God bless you, Rekdi. God bless your family. Brothers and sisters, the necrological rites are completed. But we will now play another short AVP as a tribute to Brother Dennis.
may dalawang bagay kang ginawa sa akin direct na hindi ko malilimutan habang ako'y nabubuhay. Una, ginawa mo akong ganap na miyembro ng ating kapatiran. Nagpursigi ka para sa aming special induction. Pangalawa, hindi ka nag-hesitate nung nagbigay ako sa iyo ng project proposal para sa drivers ng UP Philcoa. Kahit alam kong pagod na pagod ka after ng dialysis mo, lagi kang may oras para pag-usapan natin ni Brad Nicky ang mga detalye ng proyekto. Maraming salamat doon. Hanggang sa huli, handa kang tumulong kahit nahihirapan ka. You're gone too soon, but definitely, you will never be forgotten. Paalam sa iyo kapatid, maraming salamat. Hanggang sa muling pagkikita.
Ako po si Alice Arbillo, miyembro ng samahan ng UP Philcoa Jeepney Drivers Association. Mula po sa pamumuno ng aming Pangulong Ferdinand Damasco at ang buong samahan ay nagpapaabot ng pakikiramay sa pamilya ni Sir Dennis Direk. Sir, we salute you.
Kami po ang taga UP Philcoa Jeepney Driver Association. Una, nakikiramay kami sa pagkayao ni Dennis Sarabia at nakikiramay din po kami sa kanyang naiwang pamilya. Salamat Dennis, hindi ka namin makakalimutan sa mga tulong na iyong binigay at ng mga apo na ETA chapter at ng Ireland chapter. Lubos po kami nagpapasalamat sa inyo.
近づき追う村雲もいつかは風が吹き払い輝く夜もあるだろう。だのになぜきらめかない父の星。泣くものか僕は男だ。戦うぞ戦うぞその日のためにこの手に父を取り戻す日のために。
Some of our brothers will now share how Brother Dennis touched their lives in more ways than one. May I call Don Kapunan, 93A.
Good afternoon, Raj and sis. Good afternoon. Ay, sorry. Good evening pala po. Akala ko nasa ibang time zone ako. Muling pakikiramay po sa mga pamilya ni Rekdi, kay Mami Carmen, kay GC Alan, tsaka kay Sis Danica. Sansya na po kayo kasi kanina pa ako umiiyak dito. Noong una ko pong nakilala si Direk, when I first pledged in the Alpha Phi Omega, I was barely 18 years old. That was way back in 1993. And I recall, nung una kong nakita si Direk, iba yung presence kasi ni Direk eh. That time he was big, no? He was short, but he was stocky. He was built like a tank. And when I first saw him, sabi kong ganyan, ito yung tipong brad na hindi mo kayang pataubin sa inom o kahit sa rumble siguro. Safe siguro ako dito. But, you know, seriously, si Rekdi was like a pillar of strength to the newcomers in the fraternity at that time. He was 91, batch 91, I was 93A. So, alam mo yung tingin ko kay Direk nun, iba eh, yung, alam mo yung safe ka, na hindi ka talaga iiwan nito. And true enough, when I experienced my first rumble in UP, that was against the Tau Gamma Phi of UP. And we were there. We were in a safe house doon sa bahay nila Brad Franz, doon sa Project 6. So siguro mga 3 sunod na araw yon na walang uwian. Nandun lang kami. That was the time that I recall that I really came to know Direk, because he was like really, he was the prime chancellor at that time. And he really took care of the broads. No? His presence was so imposing. And I felt that he really reached out to the broads, no, especially the younger ones. In fact, nung nagkakainan na yon, and I could never forget this, inoferan niya pa ako ng pagkain nun. And he asked me kung nabusog daw ba ako dun sa labruski namin, sa pagkain naming sardinas na may miswa at saka kanin. So that's how caring of a brad Rekdi was rather. But what really surprised me in a good way was how he transformed, no, to be a better man until the time that he left us. Because siguro hindi naman siguro lingid sa kaalaman ng iba, si Rekdi kasi isa rin yan din sa mga brads na medyo na iba ng landas, but I saw how he tried to make up to his brads, to his family most of all. No? Nung I think he came to the realization when he was sick that he had to live a life of purpose, and that's exactly what he did. No, sa totoo lang, I was so amazed by his dedication to the fraternity, and months leading to his untimely demise. No, especially yung service ng frat dun sa mga driver sa UP Philcoa na nawalan ng trabaho because wala nang pasok noon, and then wala nang rota yung mga jeepney drivers. And I recall that time last year, around this time of year, takot ako lumabas noon because of the COVID surge, and yet Derek was there. No, he was at the forefront of the project. He was very into it, so to speak. Masyado siyang nagpupursige para matuloy yung project na yon. And of course, parang tinablan din ako ng hiya doon dahil sabi ko, my God, itong taong to, itong brad na to, na immunocompromised, and yet he was the one leading the project for the drivers of UP Philcoa. And so I told myself, because what the heck, kailangan ko na ring magpakita doon. So ayun, in my own little way, I was able to come out of my cave and join the brads in that worthwhile project. Not only that, nandun din yung mga White Cross project where Rekdi was very instrumental, as well as the Bataan beach party that we had prior to the lockdown in Metro Manila. So I think Direk is the quintessential Alpha Phi Omega. He exemplified our core virtues of leadership, friendship, and service. And natutuwa lang ako, please allow me to say this, na sobrang natutuwa din ako dahil he was able to influence si Danica to join the APO. Sobrang actually, nakakaingit talaga yon, the influence that Direk had. And Direk, kung nasan ka man, Brad, actually, naglolokon lang tayo sa GC noon Nire-recall lang natin yung mga time natin, yung catwalk days natin, nagkukulitan pa tayo pero nagpaalam ka na pala after an hour. But I hope that you are at peace, Brad. That you are with the angels in heaven and with God. No more pain, Brad. So until we see each other again, Brad. We love you. Thank you.
Salamat, Don. Salamat sa pagpupugay sa buhay ni Dennis. Sana lahat tayo maging ganyan din, ano? I'd like to ask Giovanni Bautista to give some words.
Yes, good evening, Brad. Can you hear me? Si Direk, I have fond memories of him. Kasi I was his first product when I joined the fraternity way back in 1993. He was the prime chancellor that time. So, nung pumasok ako after baptismal, when we meet up, hindi niya ako pinabayaan. Pero hindi ko akalain na magiging masaya yung samahan namin. Kasi even as neophyte, I joined during summer. Ako yung kainuman niya eh. So, ang isang place talaga namin, everybody knows this, the 90s, was Palaris. Palaris, talagang watering hole ng mga brads yan. So, the Palaris is owned sa place nila Brad Romel and Ronald Macaraig. So, masayang-masaya. Namimit ako mga brads. Kahit ako yung neophyte, ako yung tagaktagay and everything, hindi ako pinabayaan ni Direk. In fact, nung kakantahan na ako, siyempre, wala akong kabatchmate, lone batch ako, siya yung kayakap ko. Pero funny thing, nung ano na ako, medyo hilong-hilo na ako, magpa-pass out na ako. Sabi nila, Brad na ako after ng kanta ng Toso. Natatawa lang ako, sabi niya, Brad, anong gusto mo? Sabi ko, Lord, halo-halo, Lord. So, tawa-tawa sila. Nung initiation ko, it was also in Palaris, no? Tapos, thereafter, ay mabrad na, magkasama kami sa tambayan. Noon kami mag-inuman, Palaris pa rin and everything. Maraming words of advice yan. Tapos, siguro, if I may share, no? Si Brad Direk kasi, during that summer, he was in love with a sis that time. He would move heaven and earth na maging sagutin siya ng sis, pero yun nga lang, nasulot siya ng isang Brad. Medyo, si Direk kasi ano yan mahina loob, kumbaga, natutorpe sa sis. Pero tingin ko, parang type naman din siya ng sis eh. Kaya yung mga term na pag-aasara siya, yung sinaput-saputan, uso sa tambayan yun eh, sinaput-saputan. So, pag may mga nasusulot na mga brad, pero Brother Direk took it lightly. So, okay lang sa kanya, masaya, tapos ginagawa niyang joke. So, Brother Direk has that personality to turn around things. Tapos, hindi ka pababayaan ni Brother Direk, pero ang talagang isa sa mga hilig ni Brother Direk was uminom. So, I was also, tawag dito, yung a witness dyan sa tambayan. Alam naman natin, nakakainom tayo sa tambayan, nagiging friends natin yung mga guards. Hanggang gabi, iinom kami dyan, no? Masaya, lagi masaya yan. No dull moments with Brother Rekdi, malakas pa mag-jokes yan. Everybody knows that. And to the point na hindi ka rin iwanan. So, naging body-body rin kami niyan pag nagiinuman kami, either sa tambayan, sa Palaris, minsan sa TUCP, pero later on na yon. Hindi gano'n umiinom si Brother Rekdi sa Gulod o sa Saras eh. Pero pag uuwi na kami niyan, magkasabay pa rin kami, lalabas kami niyan sa may likod ng UP sa Tandang Sora. Tapos before kami maghihiwalay, lagi kami naggogoto niyan. So, natutuwa naman ako that I came to know Brother Direk, and recently nagkaroon din kami ng mga communication ni Brother Direk because he offered me his product. Sabi ko, Brad, definitely I will buy. Tapos inopen up ko sa kanya dahil alam natin na meron siyang mga karamdaman. I told him na, Brad, do you want to have an alternative treatment? Sabi ko, I open up to him na may kilala akong doctor, medical doctor, he does stem cell. Sabi niya, sige Brad, interesado ko dyan, pero mahal yan. Sabi ko, Brad, wala kang aalalahanin. Kami na ng isang kabatch ko sa induction, kami nang bahala gagawa ng paraan para standby ka lang kasi nga immunocompromise siya. Then another call was last month lang, nag-usap kami, he would like to i-expand yung market niya sa greenhouse, greenhouse premiums. I told him na, sige Brad, tutulungan kita dyan. Because I'm a member of other fraternal organizations and other organizations, sabi ko, so that was, I told him that I will help you. Kaya yun nga lang, even daw na gana ngayon si Brother Dennis, Brother Rekdi, tutulong pa rin ako na mag-ano ng products just for to help his immediate family or continue his iniwan. Gusto kong matuloy niyan kasi maganda yung products niya eh. And yun, sayang, Brother Rekdi came left too soon. In fact, yung sabi ni Brother Attorney Don kanina, nung morning na yon, nagbibiroan kami about the naughty days ng catwalk. Ako yung pinaka-centerpiece ng usapan eh. Ang sabi pa nga ni Brother Ado, ikaw na ang mag-direct niyan, Brother Rekdi tsaka Papin, sabi niya, retire na ako dyan. Kaya nga naiiyak din si Brother Don, sabi niya na he really retire. So, sad. Pero I think Brother Rekdi is in a better place right now. God bless him.
Thank you. Thank you, Giovanni. Are there any other brothers who would want to speak and recollect about direct? You can just unmute yourselves. Meron po ba?
Brothers, I am Brad Sherwin, 94A. I am here with Darwin Farada, Erwin Galang, si Giovanni, and Arian Nabuag. And we are celebrating the life of Brad Derek. And Brad Darwin and Brad Raymond and all of these Brads that are with me right now, they are sharing a lot of stories about Brad Derek. But the one thing that's holding them back is that they may choke up in tears just talking about Brad Derek. So Brad Darwin is here right now, and I was urging him to talk to you guys about Brad Derek's life when he was still at his best. Brad Darwin.
Thank you, Brother Sherwin. Gusto ko lang share sana sa mga kapatiran that Dennis was a friend to all, and he was a friend to me. And I could still remember yung mga heydays namin na yung happier days, freer days na makasama ko siya. And he is a person na hindi judgmental. And that's why many people, I believe, loves him. And kung ano man yung kwento mo sa kanya, pakinggan niya. Imagine natin yung mga kwento na nonsensical, philosophical, or fraternal matters, pakinggan niya. It's something that I like to say na ginawa niya para sa atin lahat, I believe. And I'd like to take this moment na to say na I love Dennis because of that. And I'm quite sure you would agree with me that you also love Dennis because of that. I was there at the deathbed of Dennis, And tears were welling up in his eyes when I said the farewells ng mga brads na nakita ko doon sa group chat na pinupuntahan ko. And I'm quite sure maraming pang mga ibang panahon noong time na yon na si Dennis was responding to the love that we gave him. And I'm quite sure that siguro sa pagpanaw niya ngayon, yung love na shinare niya sa bawat isa sa atin, siguro i-share din natin sa ibang brads. And maraming magsabi siguro na Dennis was kababata ko. But hindi dahil kababata ko siya kaya na-endear siya sa akin. But because of his qualities that we have all known all over the years, he was a friend to all of us. And being founded on Leadership Friendship Service, I think yung friendship is very crucial sa ating samahan ngayon na tinatawag natin mga Alpha Phi Omegans na to share it with each other. And I'm not sure if Raymond Linsangan Brother Raymond Linsangan would also speak in front of the camera. But he is also one of the unsung heroes, I would say, sa turnaround rin ng buhay ni itong si Brother Dennis. Marami nag-contribute. I would say that. And let me say this as a parting message na lang kay Dennis. Sana marinig pa niya ako. Although alam ko narinig na niya yung mga sinabi ko. That we love you and I pray also na yung mga brads also will love each other. Thank you very much.
Yes. Ako si Erwin Galang, batch 88B. Ako ang ninong ni Dennis. Si Dennis ang isa-isang recruit ko. At siyang naging ticket ko para ma-induct ako.
Yes, man.
Totoo. Kung hindi dahil kay Dennis, hindi ako ma-induct. Baka na-induct ako pero pegol siguro ako. Mahal na mahal ko si Dennis. Kung naririnig man niya ako, isa lang mensahe ko. Salamat, Brad. Ayoko na. Brother yan.
Hello. Raymond Linsangan, 92D. Condolences sa ating lahat, Brads, for the passing of Rekdi. Sabi ko lang with Rekdi's passing, sobrang set niyo yung example na we can all make a great turnaround. Si Rekdi lang yung nakapagpakita na Even if we hit rock bottom, kaya natin mag-recover. For the last 8 years, after makarecover ni Direct sa Dark Days, pinakita niya sa atin na you can be kind, we can be true dun sa commitment natin ng leadership, friendship, and service. Brads, ano eh?
Di mo alam yun? Alam mo. Alam mo yan. Alam mo kasi yung mga artista natin.
Sobrang maraming naturo si Rekdi sa akin na lessons after niyang mag-recover. More than yung mga natutunan ko sa kanya as my senior sa frat. We have many occasions na celebrate pa yung buhay ni Rekdi. But for now, sabihin ko lang na malaking loss yung pagkawala niya sa atin. Pero at the same time, let's celebrate his life and let's emulate him dun sa example na pinakita niya after he has recovered. So, Alan, Boss Alan, GC. Pasa ko lang sa iyo yung sinasabi sa akin palagi ni Rekdi na ang dami pa saan niyang gusto i-make up sa iyo. Kay Georgie sa asawa niya, kay Aika sa anak niya, kay nanay. And sorry kung na-disappoint niya tayo, sabi niya, for a time. Pero yung konting time from 2013 to now, I think he more than made up for all his mistakes before.
For the first time, I think mo ako.
Rekdi was always abroad sa atin. And dadaling ko lahat yung example niya na even if we hit rock bottom, we can always recover. So, Rekdi, we'll be fine. Okay. That's all we have to say, friends.
Yung kwentong bibitawan ko, hindi ko kaya yung bibitawan. Close mo yan. Unang
Okay, thank you. Thank you kay Sherwin, Erwin, Darwin, kay Raymond, Giovanni. Now I think Honey Boy wants to speak. Please unmute yourself. Nawawala ba si Honey Boy? Wala ah.
Meanwhile, can I speak?
Yes, please.
I'm Brad Alex, batch 63. I met Brad Dennis about a couple of months ago. And in this short period of time, I found him to be a very decent man, a very respectable person, and a very caring person. I know he's in a better place right now. And so I just want to pay tribute to him. Thank you, Dennis, for having met you in my life. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Brad Alex. Anyone else wants to say something?
Ako.
Okay.
Nakikiramay po ako kay Mami Carmen, Danica, Joji, Boss Alan, sa mga kapatid ni Direk. Ako nga po pala si Arnel, 91B, isa sa kabatch ni Direk. Kami po ang magkakasama nung sumali kami sa Apo. Alam niyo po, mahal na mahal ko po yung si Direk. Mga brads. Noong isang araw, pagkawala ni Batch, akala ko sinusundunan niya ako kasi bigla ako nagkasakit.
Bye.
Sabi ko, mukhang sinusundo na ako ni Batch Derek ah. Sabi ko, wag muna kasi may anak pa ako eh. Napapalakihin. Si Batch Derek at saka yung pamilya niya, siya yung tipong siya yung naasahan ko lang na kasi malayo ako sa family ko. Ting may problema ang mag-ina ko. Pag nagkasakit ang anak ko, pamilya niya lang yung tinatawagan ko eh. Sila yung bigla-bigla na lang pumupunta doon anytime. Kahit sa ospital, dadali natin yung anak mo. Yun ang sinasabi sa akin. Kahit na alam ko na may hina din naman si Direk, may nararamdaman. Pero tuwing ako uwi, galing sa ibang bansa, talagang di ko makakalimutan si Direk na dalawin. Kahit pa siya lang sandali. Mahal na mahal ko si Direk. Direk, kung nasan ka man ngayon, huwag mong pababayaan ang aking mag-ina. Ang mga brads, yung mga natataliwas ng landas, ikaw na bahala sa kanila. Idiretso mo sila lahat. Kayang-kaya mo yan, kahit nasa kabilang buhay ka pa. I love you, Batch. Nakikiramay po ako sa inyong lahat, sa lahat ng brads. Malaking pagkawala si Direk sa ating lahat. Thank you.
Salamat, Arnel. Meron pa ba mga brads?
GC.
Ayo.
Magandang gabi mga brads and sis sa pamilya ng naulila. And lalong-lalo na kay Brad Alan, tsaka kay GLC, Aika, condolence. malaking kawalan talaga si Brad Dennis sa atin. Minsan, nagtatanong ako sa Diyos na bakit, Panginoon, bakit siya? Pwede naman si Spongklong na lang sana. Pero yun talaga siguro ang will ng Panginoon na ito na yung time. Marami nagtatanong bakit si Direk tinawag na Direk. Kasi talagang magaling siya talaga. Instrumental siya kung bakit gumanda ang frat noong 90s. From 80s, napakaunti na lang ang populasyon. Biglang dumami ng ganito. Isa siya. Siya rin ang nagsabi sa akin na we need to sacrifice, Leo. Kailangan natin na stop na yung hazing. Sige, siguro tayo na lang yung huli. Those are the pace ng mga history ng ETA na nag-sacrifice ang 90s para titigil na yung hazing at makarecruit, makapagpadami na wala na yung pananaw na ang Apo nagkakalagasan. At grabe ang paghihirap pag dumanas ka dito. Na tuwing dumadaan sila, nakikita nila masaya na yung fraternity natin. He's one of the instrumental na leader na nagsabi na mag-sacrifice tayo 90s para stop na yung hazing. Now, kung titignan nyo, isang matinding leader is talaga si Direk. Isang leader na talagang hindi lang leader na nagsasabi, kundi leader na makikita mo talaga na siya mismo ang gagalaw. Nung kami ay neophyte, nung kami ay pa-induction, siguro lingid sa kaalaman naman ng lahat, sumali kami. Si Wesley, ang aming batch head sa induction, binook kami dito sa isang game show, kwarta o kahon. Tapos, hindi naman na alam kung nalalaro pala kami doon. Kami pala yun. Basta tinulak lang kami. And ang nagpanalo sa amin, ang last na nag-run para manalo kami is Brad Dennis. Kalaban namin, mga pinik from the crowd. So may kita mo, Sunday yon, mga maraming construction worker, yung nakukuha, yung mga talagang ano lang. Kalaban kami, mga estudyante, mga payat. Ang bibilis nila. Pero nanalo kami. And I think ang nakuha namin ay 3,000, which ginamit din namin for the service. Now, yun ang mga klase ng leader na nakikita mo at eventually na-prove ni Direk as a prime, very effective siya. So, hindi kami na problema ang 90s sa populasyon, sa mga gulo, wala rin kaming problema kasi nandyan. Meron kaming leader, andyan si Direk na talagang maasahan mo. Hindi lang si Direk, pati na Sarabia Brothers, always be grateful sa inyo kasi andyan kayo palagi. Hindi mo makikita si Alan dahil nag-aaral, pero pag kailangan the Sarabia Brothers will always be there. Kahit na si Direk, ito nga, biruan sa mga gulo. Maraming pinauso yan. Yung nagtataka yung ibang frat. Alam na mga brads to na kung bakit yung ibang frat, pagbabatuhin daw ng pillbox, nagtatakbuhan daw yung kalaban namin. Pero kami, pagbabatuhin ng pillbox ng kalaban, lumalapit kami. Bakit daw? Kasi nung tinamaan si Direk, kuminis yung mukha niya. Nung tinamaan, kuminis. Talaga napakakinis talaga. Kaya ang sabi namin, pag tinamaan kayo ng pillbox, ayan, kikinis yung balat ninyo. So, isa rin yon na biroan namin yon. And sa mga pagkakataon na yon, talagang maasahan si Direk. At nakalungkot kasi, tuwing birthday namin, 4 lang kami. Ako, si Kit, si Dennis, tsaka si 4 kami nagse-celebrate ng birthday namin. So 15 sila, kami ni Kit ang 16. So ngayon, wala na, tatlo na lang kami. And last na sa celebrate sana namin, nagka-pandemic naman. Tapos bubuelta sana kami ng March. Sa birthday naman nila Brad doon, hindi pa rin natuloy. So nakakalungkot at yung kalungkutan na yon, naiisip ko na sa huling yugto ng kanyang buhay, talagang totoo yung kaninang sinabi. He dedicates his life para sa Diyos, sa kanyang pamilya, para sa bayan, and sa fraternity. Talagang hindi naging less ang pagtingin ko simula hanggang sa huli sa taong ito. At alam ko, ang question ko sa Panginoon, bakit si Direk Panginoon? I think he already earned yung kanyang ticket para makapasok doon. And meron pa tayong chance para ma-earn din yon. And yun ang tinuro sa atin ni Direk. Maraming salamat, GC. Maraming salamat.
Salamat, Leo. Oh, andyan ata si Honey Boy. Honey Boy, may sasabihin ka ba? In the meantime, meron pang iba na gusto magsalita. Meron pa po ba? Kung wala po, I'd like to call on his brother, Alan. Alan, dyan ka ba? Yan.
Okay. Good evening, Brads. I'm Alan, blood brother ni Dennis. I'm the eldest. Pangalawa si Dennis sa family. And then we have 2 sisters. My family is very proud of Dennis and very thankful sa kapatiran, sa apo. And lumaki ang family ko, meaning sa apo. No? So kilalang even my mother, my father knows apo very well. I am the first one who became an apo. Naalala ko doon si Dennis nung freshman pa lang siya sa UP. And then may recruitment na nangyayari sa apo. Tinapit ko siya, nakahiga sa sofa. Then, may, kung gusto mo pumasok, ganun lang ako eh. Hindi ko siya pinipilit. May opening. So, wala naman siyang reply. Okay, sige kuya. And then, make the short, he joined Apo. And binantayan ko. So, as a kuya, so I was there in his finance. Forward tayo. Dennis is iba siya kasi. It's a very iba compared sa akin. So I'm not, mahihain ako. Hindi ako pala masalita. But Dennis is different. No? Maliliit pa lang kami, talagang si Dennis ang tagapagtanggol ko. Siya nagde-defend sa akin ng mga bata kami pag may mga kaaway kami. So pagdating, it shows that Dennis is, pag mahal niya ang inaapi, kaibigan niya, lalo na pamilya niya, he is really affected. And he's really sacrificed himself. And para may pagtanggol ka. That's what I admire sa kapatid ko. Even sa family namin, siya. Pero sa loob ng bahay, he respected me. No? Masakit para sa akin, kuya niya, mawala siya. Kasi nawala na yung father ko. Kami na lang dalawang lalaki. Siya na lang natira. Ako na lang natira. Umalis pa siya. So, napakasakit. No? Actually, bago siya umalis, na iniwan tayo, yung last na dalaw ko, masabi ko na to sa ibang brads, 3 times, 4 times niya akong tinanong, Kuya, kailan na balik mo? Dinadalaw ko si Dennis sa Fairview, sa bahay ng mother ko, every weekend lang because I work. Sabi ko, then next weekend pupunta ako. And then a few 3 hours, 2 hours, tinanong na naman niya ako, Kuya, kailan ang balik mo? Sabi ko, ang kulit. So, hanggang sa pag-uwi ko, tinanong na naman niya ako, Kuya, kailan ang balik mo? And then, realize ko, hindi na pala kami magkikita. Sa hospital na pala kami last month. And napakasakit, hindi ko na, yun ang mga last words na hanggang ngayon, hinohont ako. Kailangan pala ako ng kapatid ko, yung presence ko. Even nga, sabi nga ni Aika, pupustahan sila ng nanay ko kung kailan ako darating. I love my brother too much. Hindi. First time kong hawakan yung mukha niya nung makita ko siya. Tama nga, no? With this, nangyayari sa atin sa mundo, ang dami ko nang binigyan ng condolence. Mga kaibigan ko, mga pamilya nila na namatayan this past few years, last year pa. And I didn't realize na ako rin pala. So, Dennis been touched us. No? May nangyari lang sa kanya. Pero, he gained back. So, mas matindi yung balik niya. Mas fearless. Mas hindi na siya nahiya na baguhin yung sarili niya. At you can see from his face nung nasa bed na siya, nung nawala na siya ng hininga. Wala siyang bahid na paghihirap. Para lang siyang natutulog. Again, thank you, Brads. I'm very proud I recruited my brother to join us sa ating kapatiran. And he really exemplifies his being what an apo is. Sabi nga, hindi pa huli lahat. We can do hanggang sa huli natin pagiging apo. And now, Danica, my niece, no, will continue his father's service to the fraternity And I'm very proud of my brother. I love him. And then, nasan ka man, I know you're not in pain now. And you know, marami kami dito nagmamahal sa'yo. Kami nang bahala kay Danica, don't worry too much. And don't worry about the fraternity. Don't worry about the Alpha Phi Omega. We will take care of it, and we will continue what an apo is. And don't worry, you will not be forgotten. Marami pang mga Dennis na uusbong sa kapatiran natin. So, thank you po. Yun lang po. Marami pong salamat. Thank you, Jesus.
Salamat, Alan. Kiramay kami.
Salamat.
Pwede ba nating maimbita ang bahay ni Dennis o ang kanyang anak, GLC?
Hello po, good evening. So ako po si Danica, 2019A. So alam ko tuwing sinasabi ko yung batch ko, lahat ng ninong ko, na-feel nyo yung age nyo. So ulitin ko, 2019A. So ayun po. I grew up na hindi ko alam ang laki ng influence ng apo sa akin. I think more than half ng roster ng mga ninong at ninang ko sa binyag galing sa apo. Kasi kinukwento ni Papa, nung binyag ko, nag-invite lang siya ng mga broads. Tapos hindi niya sinabi na sila yung magiging ninong. Binigyan niya lang ng kanila. So, sinabi niya, oh, ikaw ninong ka, ganyan. And it's a story that I really like hearing kasi ang laki ng impact ng broads talaga sa buhay namin. At first, nung bata ako, naiinis ako kasi nandiyan na naman yung broads ni Papa, magiinuman na naman sila. Tapos, ang kulit na naman niya paggabi. Pero, as I grew up, I'm very thankful sa broads. Kasi, kayo yung tumulong na mabigyan ng second chance si Papa. For those who don't know, ayun nga, he went through a really rough patch around 2013. And hindi clueless po kasi ako noon sa mga nangyayari noon. Kasi ganun kabait si Papa na tatay. Hindi niya pinaramdam sa akin na malaki na pala yung problema na pinagdadaanan niya. Kahit na, for the lack of a better word, medyo malala yung pinagagawa niya noon. Never ko yung naramdaman kasi never niya akong sinaktan or never niya akong basta wala siyang pinaramdam sa akin na masama siyang tatay. I never felt any kind of resentment towards him. So, ayun, I guess what I want to say is I love Apo because of Papa. And ang iniisip ko na lang ngayon, hindi ako nalulungkot kasi alam kong marami pa akong hindi lang tatay kundi brothers here in Alpha Phi Omega. And ayan sila, Tito Raymond, Tito Kaka, sila Ninong Erwin, Ninong Darwin, Ninong Eric. Ang dami niya, too many to mention. Thank you so much for helping Papa. Hindi ko na kayo ililista po, pero let it be known na I'm very grateful na nakilala niyo si Papa at until his last breath, pinaalam niyo na nandyan kayo para sa kanya. And I know he's very happy. And nung pinapanood ko nga po yung tributes, natatawa na lang ako kasi alam kong natatawa din si Papa sa inyo. I know na he's very happy ngayon. Alam ko pong tinatawanan niya tayong lahat ngayon. And ayun, let's try to end this po on a happy note kasi again, wala na pong pain si Papa. Yun po. And thank you all very much po.
Thank you, Danica. Muling nakikiramay kami sa pamilya ninyo. Kay Alan, kay Danica, kay Georgie. That concludes our rites for our brother Dennis Sarabia. If the brads would still want to do some fellowship, you're welcome to stay in this Zoom link. But that concludes it for us. Thank you po. But we can stay in the Zoom link for fellowship. Thank you for everyone who attended today's this evening's rites.
Thank you, GC.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Boss Arman.
Thank you, bossing.
Thank you, GC.
Thank you.
Thank you, Brother Arman.
Thank you to everyone.
Thank you. Thank you, GC.
Thank you, seniors. Thank you. Thank you, senior brads.
Dosong.
Boss Alan.
Yes.
Boss Alan.
Brad.
Boss, si Joel Hernandez. Nakikiramay ako sa family ninyo. I'm sorry that I couldn't go there. Nung binanggit ko kina Ermat tsaka kay Aircats, nalungkot din sila. Kasi si Dennis, lagi, nung wild patay lahat, pag umiinom sa bahay natutulog. Couldn't really bring myself to speak. Kaya ikiramay ako sa inyo. Ano naman tulong ang may bibigay ko, I will do it. I'm sorry na it had to take this for me to resurface. Last time I saw your brother was in yung inorganize ni Papins tsaka ni Kayo na get together sa Trellis. I think that was for the Frats chapter anniversary. And that's also the first time I saw Danica after a very, very long time. And again, I would like to offer my deepest sympathies to the family. I'm very happy that Dennis, renewed his faith in Jesus Christ and became a born-again Christian. I know that he's now in heaven and he's happy and peaceful. Nagramay ako sa iyo, Boss Alan, and
Thank you, Brad.
to the rest of your family. I'll talk to you offline. Thank you.
Thank you, Joel. We're still open for fellowship, ha? Baka nahihiya lang kayo. Although I think we also have another for Brad Gubay, no? And Senior Brad Bronson, di ba? Meron din nata sa 30. Sa 29 naman nata si Gubay.
Yung isang direct boss, si Direct Papins, may gusto yatang sabihin. Kanina pa sa chat eh.
Papin lang daw, Papin mag-isa eh.
Lens boss, Danica.
Yun na yun, Paps?
Ano sabihin ko? Nasabi naman na lang lahat. So, ayun. Parati ko sinasabi kay Rekdi na actually naiilang ako pag tinatawag niya akong direct, Because sa kanya, ikaw pa rin yung magiging original na direct ng Apo, ng ETA. Ayun lang, ayoko umiyak eh. Kasi mamimiss natin si Rekdi. Ayun na lang, ayoko.
Si
Condolence,
Danica,
Boss Alan, Danica.
si Danica sabi niya, ayaw ng tatay niyang malungkot tayo. Kaya yung huling part ng video, sinend ni Danica yung mga makukulit na na video ni Brad Rekdi. So, pwede din tayong mag-share ng mga fond memories naman kay Rekdi. Kasi hindi naman kailangang malungkot lang eh. So, kung
Actually,
hello?
Tuloy ko lang yung isang kwento pala kay Rekdi at kay Boss Alan. Nung finals namin ni Toy Beats, ilang beses na postpone yun eh. Kasi may gulo sa kasaa. Ilang beses na postpone yung finals namin. Si Toy Beats parati nila nakukuha, naglalagari ng tubo eh. Ako nasa bahay lang ako. Tapos nung finals na mismo, si Boss Alan tsaka si Rekdi yung sumundo sa akin sa bahay. Natakot pa ako nung kasi shit, bugbugan na to. Para magandang dahilan na sana yun na hindi na ako tutuloy. Kasi nakakatakot pumasok ng frat ng time na yun. Nakakatakot pa yung mga brads. Kung makikita mo si Boss Alan nun tsaka si Rekdi, parang maiihi ka kaagad eh. So,
sama mo si Ariel, Brad.
Kung hindi ako sinundo ni Boss Alan nun tsaka ni Rekdi, naalala niyo yung boss? Nagulat na lang ako, nasa may pintuan ko kumakatok. Kung hindi nila ako sinundo, baka hindi ako naging Apo ngayon siguro. Sana nag-launch na lang ako or nagtitinda ako sigarilyo ngayon sa kanto.
Ang ina mo, Papits.
Gama.
Nag-tricycle na lang sana ako ngayon.
Pero dagdagan ko yung sinabi ni Batch. First time ko nakita si Rekdi sa finals na namin. Hindi ako nakapag-report sa kanya ever. So hindi ako nag-direct ni Rekdi. The thing was, konti lang umatid na finals namin kasi nga may party. Pero si Rekdi, for some weird reason, yung palo ni Rekdi ibang klase. Iba yung baon. For a weird reason, yung palo ni Direk actually conveyed, hindi pa nanakit. Although masakit. Pero it conveyed respect and care. Alam mo yung palo na may rason. Although lahat naman ng brads na ginawa yun, ganun din eh. Pero it felt more real kay Rekdi, and he will ask of you. Actually, yung Sarabia brothers during our finals, they asked something of us ni Batch nung pina-finals kami. And yung hiningi nila sa amin, alam mo yung sincerity, that they want to get the best from us. Yun yung pinaramdam ni Rekdi, ni Boss Alan. And actually, sinabi ko din to kay Danica nung before Rekdi left us, na yun yung hindi ko makakalimutan. Ipaparamdam sa'yo ni Rekdi yung respeto, yung malasakit, yung pagmamahal niya sa'yo. Hindi to malungkot. Okay, so hanggang sa huli, si Rekdi, siya yung pinakahirap sa ating lahat at this time, sa 90s. Especially during this time. Siya yung pinaka-at risk, siya yung pinakahirap. Pero he was the one who put himself out there for us. Siya yung pinakamalaking sakripisyo. And sabi ko nga, he gave us a lot of reasons for us to miss him. yun yung iiwan sa akin ni Rekdi. And siguro laking pasasalamat ko din na dumaan siya sa buhay ko. And again, Boss Alan, Danica, ay nakikiramay, taos puso nakikiramay sa inyo. And if I could do anything to help, sabi lang kayo, please. Thank you.
Hello, Brads. Gibbs to.
Gibbs.
Hello. Condolence sa atin. Pero si Direk, buhay na buhay sa puso at isipan. Last time ko siyang nakita personally, 2016, mag-Christmas nun sa Dubai. Inuman kami. Pero siya tubig, ako alak. Pulutan niya, salad na prutas. Ako, mga pulutan talaga. Ganyan talaga. Alala ko, si Pasky, si Raymond, si Tolitz. Kami yung mga yagit na walang pamilya sa Pilipinas. Kayo na yung pamilya namin. Every New Year yan, wala kami mapuntahan. Pupunta kami sa Fairview. Nandiyan pa rin yan. Nandito ako ngayon, no, sa gitna ng dagat, sa kung saan. Persian Gulf, Saudi side. Well, ganun talaga. All would end. Pero mag-start pa rin yung panibagong learning. Although, tayo pa rin naman, kapatid, lahat. Higit pa sa kapatid. On a light note, pasalamat nga rin kay Kuyukot, kay Truck. Kasi kung wala si Aika.
Batch!
Ikaw, Batch. Kanina ka
Batch,
pa.
Batch, nandyan.
Yari ka.
Pasalitain natin,
Yari
Batch.
ka, Batch, kay Songklong. Yari ka.
Hayop ka pa.
Songklong lang ang malakas.
Batch, pasalitain natin. Andyan si RX. Batch, nandyan si RX.
Salamat, RX.
RX!
Salamat, RX.
RX, magsalita ka ngayon. Magpaliwanag ka.
Ay ka. Kamukha ni Direk. Oh, di ba? Direk lives. Ikaw, naging spongklong na yung mukha mo eh. Malapad lang eh. Intergalactic.
Bro, ano ba yan? Suntukan na ba yan?
Light note, ha?
RX, magpaliwanag ka, RX.
Smaki!
Napakagandang lalaki lang ni RX nung panahon na yon.
Smaki!
Yun lang yun.
Smack!
Oh, kita mo yan, oh. Parang Elvis. Ako, wala nang buhok.
Hindi ko makakalimutan. Hindi ko makakalimutan.
Iba.
RX.
Iba. Mukha ka ng Somalian. Mukha ka ng Somali.
Alex, marami ka na-react dito.
Pirata ka.
Darwin, hindi ko makakalimutan yung ginawa ko sa Pasay.
Wes, magpapaliwanag yata. Boss,
Sige,
Boss
sino
Arman,
magpapaliwanag?
Darwin.
Nandiyan si RX, boss.
Pasay,
Puta, RX,
Pasay.
ang ganda na ng ngipin mo ah. Puta, parang ngiti na ni Victor Wood yan eh.
Ayos na, mayos. And dito sa Alan.
Parang pati yung suklay mo, Victor Wood eh. Puta na.
Nagpapaliwanag.
Punta lang ako sa Philippine Consulate ngayon sa Houston.
Darwin! Darwin, Pasay!
Teka lang.
Teka, nagpapaliwanag.
Pasay.
Hindi ba nasabi?
Bro, paliwanag mo naman daw para sa kapayapaan ng mga tao.
Good to see you, Brad. Good to see you.
Nice to see you, bro.
I love you, Alex.
Cheers for
Huwag mo kakalimutan yung Pasay, Darwin.
Naabutan mo ba yung sinaput-saputan kanina?
Oo. Good to see you.
Boss Alan,
Alex, sige, magpaliwanag ka na raw.
Sa Pasay. Yung sa Pasay.
I-stroke mo na yung sikreto mo. Anong pheromone yan? Ano?
Green na to, green na to. Green pa.
Kala ko pa yun.
Mellow down na.
Hindi, utang na yan. That guy.
O Arex, magpaliwanag ka na raw.
Oo.
Wala naman ah.
Habang nagpapaliwanag si Alex, imagine nyo.
Utangin na mo. Ngiti ka lang ngiti. Pinapakita mo lang yung magandang ngipin mo eh.
Porcelain.
Brother West.
Yun lang ang
Sa'yo ba?
Ito kasi
Hindi, nakikita-kita.
Banggit pa eh. Lumang baol eh.
Ito sa akin.
Pa-iskomplong pa tong si next batch eh.
Salitain na naman si Arex, gusto na magpaliwanag eh.
Arex.
Eh si Wesley.
Mute mo na lang, mute.
Sige, ako ano lang. Rati lang sa background.
Nandiyan ba sa Chugas? Wala na sa Chugas. Ay, touchscreen ba to?
Go, bro. Go.
Rods for brother.
Ayo.
Brother Rekdi!
Ayo.
Tama laki!
Okay.
Ayo.
Yes, brother.
Mukhang nasa VIP room ka.
Binuksan ko na yung ilaw.
Tanginan to. Oy. Nasa ano tayo?
Bumalik na puta.
Tanginan. VIP room ka eh.
Tanginan, di ka taglaya.
Ayos, sumusolo ka.
Secret to, secret lang sa QC to. VIP room.
Ninong.
Ano si Aris kayo?
Ninong.
Aris. Attorney Papins. Bagong ilamos.
Arex, pinagtitigma ka na lang dito sa Pilipinas! Arex!
Alex.
Darwin, magpaliwanag ka muna nung ginawa mo sa Pasay.
Nakapokus tayo dyan? Oo, nakapokus tayo. Isa na lang! Rods, para kay Rekdi! Isang malaking! Bukas!
Alam mo na kayo, may mga ilalabas ka mamaya.
May difference ka, Brad.
Ano pa si Papa? May mga ilalabas kayo mamaya.
Tandaan mo na yun.
At dito naman si Papa. Si Papa na maglalabas dyan sa mga yan.
Mga cool.
May bali. Oh, ito pa isa. Nasa kwarto na.
Mama niya Aki.
Okay, bago parang bago.
Yung isa nasa VIP room. Yung isa nasa kwarto na.
Bagong ligo.
Dahil na talaga itong mga taga Quezon City, oh.
May mga taga City Hall.
Parang bagong ligo ah. Bagong ligo ka, Papa ah.
Minsan lang.
Oh, Brad RX, asan ka na?
Nahiya si Arex, niloloko niyo bagong meeting.
Papaliwanag yung isa.
Station.
Payo si Aris.
Minsan lang to.
Sa overseas pa.
Yung pustiso.
Pusti.
Si Wesley kasi. Next to
Nayari tuloy si Arex.
Yung inaano si Arex, yung anak ko yan, ha?
Pongplong ka pang nalalaman. Galactic yun. Hindi mo magagapi yun. Ay, nako.
Tangina, niloloko yung si Dracar.
Andiyan pa, magsasalita pa.
Nangina nyo, wala kayong Galaxy 9 Plus.
Umayos kayo. Umayos kayo.
Kaya niyo magpaliwanag.
Palibasa, wala kayong mag-Galaxy 9 Plus.
Pheromones eh.
Galaxy.
O, intergalactic, meron. Ongklo.
Ang tinganin niya.
Nasa si Chugas. Nasa si Chugas.
Napayosin ng di oras siya.
Chugs.
Wala. Erwin,
Chugas, umalis na
kanina
eh.
pa hinahanap si Chugas, nawala na eh.
Dito.
Asa si Chugas?
Dito.
May
Ay,
kumatik kay
ay,
Chugas.
Chugas, nandyan.
Nasaan si Chugas?
Natatawa lang ako. Natatawa lang ako,
Ayan.
Wesley.
Ayan. Galaxy 18.
Kanina pa ako tumatawag, gago.
Natulad yung nasa Chugas dyan. Kasi nga, nasa Chugas siya.
Ang ina, Chugs. Akala ko, puta kung ano, akala ko araw. Putang ina, ulo mo lang pala eh.
Ay, gabi na, may araw pa rin. Oh.
Sana si
Kinawawa-
Brad Alex.
Kinawawa niyo naman si Arex eh.
Sana kawawa na si Arex, hindi makasalita. Oh.
Papaliwanag kulas.
Pop.
Leo.
Tama na yung bar mo sa ano, Katayaan. May mga makukulit.
Yan.
Leo.
Subo mo.
Leo, si Ed, may balita ka? Leo, may
Oo.
balita ka kay Ed? Kay Bats Ponky, may balita ka?
Wala eh. Pero may nakakita daw yung mga taga Muntinlupa.
Sa labas, sa loob.
Taga doon kasi yun eh. Na ano daw nila minsan parang chance nila.
Di ba dati sa Moonwalk siya? Yung pa rin ba yung
Oo.
number na yung 8016756?
Parang oh. Mga taga Muntinlupa ang may ano eh, may access, may kakilala eh.
May kilala kang taga Muntinlupa na Brad na pwede kong tawagan para matrack down ko si Ed.
O yun nga eh, kailangan maano natin. O kaya, hanapin natin si Kulas.
Nasasama na si Kulas.
Kasi-
Nandyan si Kulas eh. Andito si Kulas eh.
Andito ba?
Nandyan si Kulas eh yan oh. Niki, butangin na mo, magpakita ka kasi.
Papagalaw natin kay Spunky.
Ang ina yan na. Tingnan nyo, nag-mute na lang talaga si RX. Hindi na magpapaliwanag. Putang-katanga, andyan si Dennis. Ngayon ka magpaliwanag.
Kasi si Aika sa amin, lang namin si Dennis.
Mahal na mahal ko yan.
Ayun.
Oh, ayan, kita mo na na.
Ang guwapo mo, pre. Iba na
Para smile eh, oh.
West, mamaya na West.
Pwede. Sitrakar.
Ganda ng ngipin.
Hoy,
Hindi pustiso.
Mamaya ano pa kayo?
Hindi pustiso yan, ha? Tayo na.
Ano yan, nakabulto yan. May ano, screw. In-screw lang.
Tinanggal mo na yung retainers mo, yung homemade retainers mo.
Oo.
Yan. Homeboy.
Hip-hop ba? Hip-hop.
Naalala ko yung retainers mo, Arex eh.
Eh,
Oo nga.
yung
10
baka
taon na retainers yun eh.
Oo.
Kaya
baliko pa
kaya
eh.
ganyan kaganda ang ngipin niya ngayon dahil 10 taon niyang suot yun eh.
Mali talaga ako, hinubad ko pala West. Dapat pala hindi ko hinubad.
Hintayin mo mga 20 years para sigurado.
Yan. O, ina mo.
Arex, kamusta ka dyan?
Ito, puro trabaho
Saan ka ba based? Saan ka sa US?
sa Colorado, Denver. Nandito ako sa
Ingat ka,
Hindi ka naman na-discriminate dyan, di ba? Black
Alin,
Lives Matter ka naman eh.
Nakaganon. Nasa Houston akong dito, maraming barilan ng kagabi.
Iwas ka lang dyan. Iwas.
Yung huling boulder, shootout, malapit ako dun eh. Yung sa King Superstone, yung 10 pinatay.
Oo.
Active shooter.
Ang ina, mag-iingat
Sa
ka dyan.
Colorado.
Sa laki mo dyan, putang ina, yung bala, malaki chance ang tamaan ka.
Ang ano,
May
muna,
nakilala ko
magkatapos lang eh.
Pumunta ako
Tsaka hindi
sa
pa nagpapaliwanag eh.
May mga nakilala ko practice sa University of Colorado. Maraming Black Lives Matter sa atin.
Papaliwanag pa eh. Bakit mo ginawa yun?
Bumibira naman si Wesley. Oh.
Pero sino talaga nauna?
Itlog o manok.
Sige na nga, magsalita ka na, Arex. Ano ba yung papaliwanag mo?
Wala naman. Ano kailangan pa yung...
Hanggat nandyan si Dennis na nakikinig.
Mahal ko yan, nag-usap na kami.
Yan, dita nyo.
Kalain mo.
Uy, Areps, pare, ingat ka dyan dahil alam mo naman marami sira ulo dyan.
Salamat. Mga in about